girl talk.
Why do you have to lie about that?
Is this true?
With you and my sister, none other than Torrez, right here. iPower 92.1. The Lodge.
All right, Type Power 92.1, interactive hip hop and R&B. It's Torrez. Elle Varner is in the building. You don't want to be videotaped? Oh, no, it's okay. I understand. You don't want to be videotaped? It's good. It's cool. No makeup? Huh? One of those days? Yeah. No videotaping, Charles. I feel like I've talked to you at the BET Awards on the red carpet. Have I spoken to you in the studio yet? I don't think so.
I've definitely been here, but I don't know if it was with you.
No. So, as a gift, because I always love to give gifts for people who just come on the show. I got you a little gift.
Elbow grease. I need that.
Because you're on the road a lot, so those are good little things that you can put in your purse.
This is natural, too.
Yeah.
I love natural stuff.
Are you a natural type of girl?
I'm totally, I freak out about stuff like this. Seriously.
All right, so you, my dear, started from the ground up, BET, Music Matters, and then all of a sudden you just blew up. Now, how does it feel from starting at the beginning to where you are now?
It's still everything is still shocking to me, and it's crazy because the momentum just starts to kick in, and then next thing you know, the big news is happening not once a month, but a couple times a month, or maybe a couple times a week, back to back to back.
Yeah.
Things just crazy.
Have you gotten used to it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So you haven't gotten used to people recognizing you. Hey, is that Elle Varner? Or they sometimes kind of just stare trying to put it together?
I mean, I'll go to the nail shop and I'm thinking, I don't have no makeup on. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you know how you feel someone's eyes on you?
And they're staring, but they're not sure. I know this girl from somewhere.
Exactly. and every time I think I can get away with it, I always get caught. And I'm like, okay, when are you going to learn? When you go outside, you're going to have to start expecting that people are going to know who you are. I feel like in my own world, I'm just,
You're just Elle.
Yeah, I'm just Elle.
Yeah.
It doesn't connect that
you're Elle, now an artist. And now you have to look a certain way.
Yeah.
And now you have to present yourself a certain way. It's the total package now.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I just read that you actually went to one of Clive Davis's school in New York. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that school? Is it like School of the Arts? Is it that type of school?
It is. I learned production, engineering, music business.
Is it like a college or a high school?
It's at NYU.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
He started his own program that was developed for giving people or giving students a full spectrum of what the music industry is, and having there's some kids that go there can't sing a note.
Yeah.
Some kids that just want to be like Jimmy Iovine, some kids that want to be
management.
Yeah, managers. Yeah. That want to be artists and want to be the greatest producer. Yeah. But you still have to learn everything.
Now, does Clive actually teach the class, or is it other people that teach it? No. Yeah, because I couldn't imagine him having the time to actually teach the class.
He pops in every now and again, but...
Yeah, and he's responsible for some major artists
oh my God,
goodness, Whitney,
legend.
Yeah, a legend icon in the music industry. Yeah, so that must have been really nice for you to be able to take that class.
It was.
And then be signed to his label.
I know.
Now, how did that transition happen? Was it just pure luck or God given, God's grace? You know what I mean?
It's all God. Yeah. God every step of the way, every step of the way.
How did you get your deal at Clive's label? How did that work out?
I was actually working in coat check, in a club doing coat check, and it was a slow night, and I'm playing my guitar back there, and this kid hears me, and he's like, yo, I want you to play your music for some people. And I didn't know he was like, yeah, MBK. I never heard of it. So I go up there, and I see these Alicia Keys plaques everywhere. I'm like, oh my God. And I played for them, and they were like, yeah, we want to bring you over to Jay, next Tuesday. Literally, it was a week between going to Jay, and they were like, okay,
we're going to sign you.
Yep.
A coat check girl to artists being signed on the label.
Yeah. You know,
That's
my
amazing.
first show ever was opening for Alicia Keys at the Cayman Jazz Festival in front of all of the Cayman Island. Like,
Wow.
It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, I've never even done this before.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, that's good.
So,
Now, is Alicia Keys someone you admired?
absolutely. And even, you know, the times that I've gotten to speak to her, and she's been so gracious and so giving me such great advice, and she's such a warm, loving person.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Despite the fact that she's a home wrecker, you don't have to co-sign that, Elle. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Elle Varner. Keep it dial locked in. It's iPod 921.
It's girl talk
Why do you have to lie about that?
Is this true?
with you and my sister, none other than TT Torrez, right here. iPower 92.1. The Lodge.
Everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Elle Varner. Another thing I read about you that I found very interesting is that both of your parents were songwriters.
yes.
Now,
Oh
so
my
you
God,
were
people
like born into this business, like definitely a DNA
Yeah.
songstress. It was in your blood.
Yeah, totally. I just sometimes I pinch myself like, is this crazy?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Do your parents help you with your music or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Luckily, like yesterday was so amazing. My mom was actually in town, so I had rehearsal, and my mom and dad are helping work out my show, and like that was just a crazy moment. I was like, wow, this has come full circle,
Yeah.
you know?
Now, what advice do your parents give you in terms of staying grounded in the business? Every time that I've seen you, you have always been a sweet girl, but you're destined to be bigger than what you are now because you are incredibly talented. So how are you going to remain just Elle, you know?
I think that's just who I am. I don't know how to explain it. I just am who I am. I come from the kind of experience where I was not popular and I was bullied, you know. I was
Really?
Oh yeah, very badly. So I've always been such like, I would go out and get all the other kids that were picked on and be like, come on, let's just hang out.
Yeah, yeah. That's like my little brother, always the peacemaker, right?
Yeah, always the
What's your
peacemaker.
sign?
Aquarius.
Yes, you guys are peacemakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would always like notice I'll see if someone's walking down the street crying and no one else knows it.
And you had
eye
empathy
contact.
for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's just my heart, who I am. I can't imagine that changing.
I hope that doesn't change. That's
I
a
do
good
too.
quality to have.
Yeah.
Now, why were you being picked on as a kid? What was it about you that they felt the need to bully you?
Well, the main thing was being heavy. I was way heavier.
Wow.
And just I was always in my own world. Like, I think that intimidates kids when you're not like looking to see what everyone else is doing and you're just living your life. Like, they're like, well, why are you so happy?
Yeah.
No.
Why aren't you with the popular girls?
Exactly. Like, I didn't need them like to validate me.
Yeah.
So they would try to like attack me, or I would, you know, I'd be saying, they'd be like, can you just shut up? You know, they were like, sing too much.
Wow.
Just all kinds of stuff. And luckily my family, I'm very close with my family. My mom and dad, I tell them everything. So they always just kept me grounded in that sense of knowing what's really important.
And knowing who you are.
Exactly.
Now, when you would get bullied, did you fight back? How would you handle the bullying?
For the longest time, I'd say until I was about like 13, 14, it just was a vicious cycle. I would be like, I hate to use the word depressed for a young kid, but sadly, a lot of kids go through that, especially
big.
now. It's serious.
Cyberbullying, text bullying, it's just so much bullying going on.
It's so much bullying. And so I would be depressed, and, you know, my mom would always just try to cheer me up somehow, but something clicked around 13, 14, and she shared this thing with me about not caring so much about looking good to other people. And I slowly started, like, if I had a dance class, I would always be in the back because I was so insecure about what if I messed up. And one day I went to the front of the dance class and I was like, I finally got the routine because I could see what she was doing. It was amazing. And I was like, oh my God, like, I don't even care if I mess up.
Yeah.
And that just took me to the, you know, to to even want to go to NYU or to do things that if I had told a lot of people, they'd be like, are you serious?
Yeah.
But I just never let anything stop me. I was just really...
Yeah. At that point, you had tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And you stepped outside of your comfort zone and you went after what you really wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That takes maturity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, we're talking to Elle Varner. She's in the studio today. Can we talk about the weight? How did you lose the weight?
Most of it was changing my diet. I still love sweets so much.
I'm such a sweet girl.
I am too.
Yeah, me too. Totally.
It's all about moderation. I've done every diet you could think of, and I would say the best thing I would say is when I don't completely restrict myself from anything, if I'm going to have cake, I'll have a few bites of cake.
Do you feel any pressure being in the music industry and now being in front of the microphone?
I feel like, number one, I'm young. I feel like I owe it to myself. I'm somebody who used to run a 15-minute mile, and I can run a mile in 8 minutes now. You know, so to know that I can physically do something, that motivates me to just push myself a little harder. It's like, have the ultimate body that you can have now. You're going to have kids. You're going to, not care one day. Yeah. But right now, I just want to, maximize it.
Yeah, you want to focus on you, and you can.
Exactly, and I can, and it's not like I feel like, oh my God, I can't eat that. Like, I'm not like a model where it's like, you know?
Now, how old are you? You're born in what, 1989, I hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are very young. Sky's the limit for you. Yeah. Everybody, if you are just tuning in, we're talking to Elle Varner. Elle Varner, we got to take a break. But listen, when we come back, honey, we have to address some rumors surrounding you and another R&B artist. Don't answer. Don't say nothing. We'll talk about that when we come back. It's iPower 921.
It's girl talk.
Why do you have to lie about that?
Is this true?
With you and my sister, none other than Torrez, right here. iPower 92.1. The Lodge.
Girls are talking. Yeah, welcome to the show. If you are just tuning in, we're talking to Elle Varner. Let's talk about some rumors that I heard. Okay. And it comes to your dating life. Now, I heard that you were dating an R&B artist by the name of Miguel.
Wrong. Miguel has a gorgeous, beautiful, lovely girlfriend.
Really? Because I always thought he was gay. 2 snaps and a shake on the low. But then I heard he was dating you, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't know.
Not dating him.
Yeah. Do you have time to date? No. Okay, so the album, let's talk about that. Perfectly Imperfect.
Yeah.
It's out now. The title I just absolutely love. Where did you get that title from?
I mean, it goes back to everything we were talking about. If you know how I grew up and what the place that I've come to, is just really true acceptance. And it's so hard, even now, to constantly remember, you are who you are. Accept yourself, love yourself. But it's something that I wanted to promote and that I wanted to leave people with when they listen to my album. You know?
Well, I wish you well. Her album, everybody, Perfectly Imperfect, is in stores right now, and you can purchase it. I wish you well on everything. I love talking to you. Every time I see you, you always have a sweet spirit. So I can't ever go in on her because she's just so sweet. I can't ask her tough questions. She's too freaking nice. I love interviewing you. I love talking to you. You're such a sweet girl. I hope that you can stay that way throughout this industry. You know,
if I change, you call me.
I will. I'm gonna say, Elle, let's get it together.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mama, for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
All right. Coming up next, the hard drive at 5 with the heavy hitter DJ Lonnie B. Text us your request. TT Torrez on the text to 23092. It's iPower 921.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Russ Parr.
Boy, it's a mastermind.